ahead and get started with our core values. But first, I need somebody to remind me what they are.
Love God, love people, do your best, and have fun.
Okay, guys, on the count of 3, we're going to say them all together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Love God, love people, do your best, and have fun. Can I get somebody to tell me what it means to love God?
It's by respecting Him and listening to Him and always praying and being kind to others. Because He's in our heart and He's always nice to us. He died for our sins.
That's a great way to show that we love God. Now, can I get a volunteer, somebody to let us know how we can love people?
We can love people by helping them when they are sick.
That's a great way to show people that we love and care for them. Now, can somebody tell me how we can do our very best?
3.
I can do my best by worshiping God and helping around the house and helping my dad with other things that might be tough for him.
That's right. We should do our very best all the time. Now, can one of our friends tell us how we can have fun?
I can have fun by playing with my baby sister and having fun with my family.
Good morning, boys and girls, and happy Sunday. I'm so happy to be with you today. The last Sunday in the month of August. Are you gearing up for school? Got all your school supplies? Ready for some virtual learning? All right, well, just to review, our theme for the month of August has been indescribable. Your Creator has no limits. And we've been talking a lot about creativity and the things that God has created us to do. So what is creativity? It is imagining what you could do because you're made in God's image, and God gives us our creative abilities. So right now we're going to watch a video that talks more about creativity.
It's time again for Retro Reel.
Oh, hello there, how are you? Good to hear. As we continue our Adventures in the World series, I want to put my hand on this globe and tell you something neato. For thousands of years, all over the world, there was one commodity that was worth as much as gold. No, it wasn't pizza rolls or toilet paper, even though I do wish I had some right now. It was salt. It not only seasoned food, but it kept meat and vegetables from spoiling. Think beef jerky or the good old classic pickle. Well, today's adventure follows famed archaeologist Oklahoma Holmes, who is about to make a discovery that would change the world forever. And it starts right here in the Himalayas.
Look, if I put a mustache on him, he looks just like your Uncle Henry.
Uncle Henry has bigger ears and wears glasses.
I can fix that. See?
You're right. You know, you're really creative. What does this mean?
It means your uncle has really big ears.
Oklahoma, come quick! They found something!
Let's go! Oh, wait up, my legs asleep.
I wonder what it could be. A time capsule? You know I did one of those in 3rd grade.
It looks like a stone.
There's stones all over the place. Look, 1, 2, 3.
No, Rofest, this one has writing on it.
Let's dig her out and see what we got.
Well, sweet bacon. It's picture writing.
This tablet could be 3,000 to 4,000 years old, give or take 1,000 years or so. I've only seen one like it, but we blew that one up accidentally. Well, friends, I would say this is easily 4,000 years old. I would place it during the Morton Dynasty, which is exactly what we've been looking for. Well, man, don't just sit there. Can you read it? Sure. We dedicate this new beacon of light high up in the mountains so that it shines down and shows the world the good deeds you do.
Where is this light, Oklahoma?
Where King Morton put it. High atop Mount Iodized, in the lost city of Salt.
Does anyone know why we're bringing all this stuff? I know we like waffles, but this Belgian waffle maker is heavy.
How much longer?
There she is, Mount Iodized.
That wasn't too long. That was the easy part. Climbing her steep slopes of death will be much more tricky.
I'm out.
Does anyone know what we're supposed to see when we get to the top?
Maybe a little girl with an umbrella?
I'd cut the chatter. The air's so thin up here, your head might just explode. Good gracious! We're almost there! The summit is just over the ridge!
Well, will you just look at that?
The lost city of salt.
Wait a minute. You mean this whole thing is made out of salt?
Preposterous! Yep, the whole thing. King Morton was a creative and intelligent man. He also wanted to share God's story, so he built this city and lighthouse to point others to God. Come on, let's go take a look.
All right, boys and girls, now let's stand to your feet and work on this month's memory verse. Now again, this is the last Sunday of the month, so hopefully you have it memorized by now. Okay, so repeat after me. Lord, you are great. You are really worthy of praise. No one can completely understand how great you are. Psalm 145:3. Okay, let's try it in a robot voice. Lord, you are great. Oh, I can't do a robot voice. You are really worthy of praise. No one can completely understand how great you are. Psalm 145:3. Okay, guys, if you did a better robot voice than me, feel free to record it. Send us your videos. You can post them to Instagram, Facebook. Send them to Pastor Buddy. And we have treasure chest prizes for you when you return. Great job, guys. All right, boys and girls, stay standing from our memory verse. And we are going to do our dance song for the month. So get ready. Here we go.
Spinning. You made the ocean and everything in it, and you made the sky so blue, and you made every other color too. You made the sun, you keep it shining. You put the moon up in the midnight sky, and everything around me created by you only. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. You made my feet, you made my hands, you made me sing and you make me dance, 'cause your love is all around me, and your love is so astounding. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. Here we go, break it down now. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good. Wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good. You're wonderful and good. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good. Wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good. You're wonderful and good. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful.
All right, guys, did you get those dance moves down? Again, you had the whole month of August to learn that new song. All right, now we're going to go into a slow song. So just remember, stay standing and just take a few minutes to focus on God, and let's worship Him for the creative God that He is.
worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, turning lives around. I worship you. I worship you. You are here and you're healing every heart. I worship you, yeah. I worship you. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And that is who you are. Yeah, that is who you are. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop. Jesus, you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. I know you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Yeah, that is who you are. That is who you are. Jesus, that is who you are.
Thank you guys for taking some time this morning to worship with me. It's really important to try to find time every day to do that. So now we're going to get ready for our Bible story of the week. So take a seat, get comfy, pull up your blankets, and let's hear our Bible story for the week.
Man, what I wouldn't give for a peanut.
What's up, everybody? It's me, Jacob, and today we're getting creative with light. Creativity is imagining what you could do because you were made in God's image. And God could tell you a thing or two about light. It was the first thing He created, after all. Let there be light. Oh, no, too bright, too bright. Did you know that light can travel at 186,000 miles per second? If you were in a spaceship, it would take you 3 days to get to the moon. Light can travel to the moon in about a second. Fly me to the moon, let me put in the stars, and never... You can use light in all kinds of creative ways. Not only can you make shadow puppets, you need light to take pictures and make videos. This won't do it all. This is terrible lighting. Lights! No, down with the lights. No, too bright. Thank you. You can use lights to make a concert more exciting. You can even use light to communicate. SOS. Need help. I'm out of chocolate. Sad emoji. I don't actually know Morse code. In today's story, we're going to learn about another use for light. In fact, we're going to learn how you and me can be the light. I can make a bee. I can make a bee. You gotta get the wings. Oh, okay. Bee. I'm a bee. Bzz, 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 bzz. See you in a few.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verses 13 through 16.
Keisha Jones tied the strings of a large white apron carefully behind her back. She glanced at awe at the gleaming silver countertops and appliances in the kitchen of a cupcakery where her brother Robert worked.
This is amazing.
Yeah, pretty great Myers letting us use the mixer and stove.
Pretty great, you're helping me.
Keisha offered to bake cookies to raise funds for the new marching band uniforms. Even better, she convinced Robert to help her. He clipped a smudge recipe page over the counter.
Brown butter and toffee chocolate chip cookies? Sounds weird.
Trust me, they are the bomb. Robert worked evenings in a bakery for 3 years, so Keisha had to admit, he probably did know. She looked over the recipe.
2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt?
Actually, we're quadrupling the recipe, so that's 4 teaspoons of salt. Robert tossed Keisha a set of measuring spoons.
Cookies are supposed to be sweet. Won't the salt ruin them?
Nope. Salt actually brings out the flavors.
What does that even mean?
You want to test it out? Fine. I'll make a batch with salt. You make one without.
You're on.
The siblings worked quickly as Robert showed Keisha how to mix dry ingredients and wet ingredients separately.
What do we do now?
Add the dry ingredients into the wet mix on low speed. Slowly, or you will make a flour storm all over this kitchen.
I knew that.
As Keisha worked, though, she began to hear another sound over the mixer.
Wow, rain's really coming down.
Yeah, and this is such an old building that every time it storms, the power goes out.
I can't see a thing.
Robert fumbled with his phone until the flashlight came on. It always comes back on pretty fast. We can wait it out. Robert settled down on the floor, back against the cabinets. Keisha sighed and sat down too. She checked her phone.
My battery's dying. Entertain me.
What? You can't live without your phone?
I don't know. Tell me a story.
I was just thinking of one. About salt.
Really?
One that Jesus told.
Ooh, that one. Sermon on the Mount.
Well, it fits. You know, the cookies.
Fine. Read it to me, preacher man.
It's in Matthew.
I know that.
Robert settled in with his Bible app. Jesus saw the crowds, so he went up on a mountainside and sat down. Then he began to teach. And pretty quick he gets into this part. You are the salt of the earth.
That's it?
Well, no. I mean, then Jesus talks about throwing out the salt if it loses its saltiness.
How do you even know if you're salty?
I think it's like the cookies. Salt makes things taste better. And people who follow Jesus can make life taste better.
Like chocolate chip cookies.
Robert punched her lightly in the shoulder. You know what I mean. When we share God's story, we bring hope to others. We help to fill their lives with kindness and joy and peace. All that good stuff.
Okay, I get it. Salt, good. There's something about light too, right?
Yep. Jesus says, you are the light of the world. People do not light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on a stand. Then it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine so others can see it. Then they will see the good things you do, and they will bring glory to your Father who is in heaven. Keisha shifted, trying to get comfortable on the hard floor.
So when we follow Jesus,
by showing God's love to others.
When we do that, others can see God better and what to do.
Like a bright light. Yikes! Robert leapt up to try to stop the mixer as the power came on. Keisha stood and stretched, blinking.
Like a bright light. You planned that, huh?
Of course.
Well played. Hey, I'm gonna put salt in my batch of cookies after all.
Well played. As Keisha measured the salt, she smiled. The cookies would have came out great, but she had some thinking to do about ways she can become salt and light herself.
Jesus said that I am a light. He said that you are a light, and we should let our light shine so others can see it. And when we shine our lights, it will help point people to God. So, how do we shine our lights? Well, we can give someone a helping hand. Oh, goodness. Oh! We can cheer someone on. You can listen when someone else needs to talk. That's my ear. Listening. Only you can shine your light the way you can. So get creative. All you have to do is treat others the way Jesus did. Love people, serve people, and treat people like they matter. Then you'll be giving people a glimpse of God's story. You'll show people how much God loves them and how much they matter to Him. Here's the one thing to remember today. God created you to share His story. Tell people with your words what God has done, or use your actions to point people to Him. No matter what, let your light shine. I know I'll never forget that. I'll see you next time. Oh, it's too bright. It's too bright. Bye. Oh, okay.
Thank you all for joining me this week as we celebrated God's creativity and learned more about Him. Just remember, our bottom line for this week is God created you to share His story. So think about that every day and what you're doing all day long. Just remember this week, join us for Talk About Tuesday, 3 o'clock Tuesday with Pastor Buddy. Come prepared by listening to this week's story and chance to win a gift card by playing a really fun game. Thank you guys. We love you. We miss you. Have a great week.